Hey guys, it's Chi. What is up? Okay, so, damn, son. I really just, forgot. Jesus. I gotta stop doing that. Anyways, so, I've been reading a lot. And when I say reading, I mean fan fiction, because I'm like that. Anyways, sometimes, okay, so, we're gonna talk about this. Have y'all ever read a book or, a story, or, you just saw something and you read it and you were like, wow, inspiration city here. I'm gonna write a fucking book. And then you write it and you're like, this is shit. Why am I like this? Why did I do this to myself? I never want to see this again. I really like writing poetry. I like writing I like writing shite stories too. I like writing short stories, but here is the thing. Merlin, stop whining. I'm recording a video. But here's the thing. I would love to be a novelist. However, I have the issue where I write stuff and I can write a beginning and an end, but I can't get that middle. My shit goes too fast, which is why I usually stick to poetry and short stories, because those usually progress at a faster pace than actual novels. So I'm trying to write a book, right? Because I hate myself and I wanna antagonize myself over this shit for whatever reason. Call it self-hatred / angst. Shit happens. And it's so difficult because I have a clear outline of what I want this book to be about. I have a clear outline of just what I want the beginning to look like, and what I know what I want point A, and then I know what I want point B to look like. But point A, point 2, I don't know, guys. I don't know. A part 2 is it's fucking with me. So I'm out here writing depressing poetry because I'm trash, and because I love to be angsty, and just, man, it's have you ever felt like you could be so good, but because you're better at this, you don't really try for other things? That happens all the time to me. I'm a really good artist, but I can only do so much with my actual imagination, and so I tend to stick to imitation art, which is when you really just draw something based off something else you've seen, and then you change things, and if you don't change anything, you give credit where credit is due. You say, I got this from blah blah blah, or I saw this blah blah blah, so that it's not copyright, because copyright's illegal, y'all. Or I write poetry, and I write short stories, but I don't write novels, and I don't write books, because I know I'm better at shorter things that don't have to be drawn out, just because I know that's what I'm good with. But I wish I was better at writing books and making music, because I can write songs, and I wish I was better at making my own art. And it sucks because a lot of people, when they find out you're artistic, they tell you, they're like, oh, well, write me a song, write me a book, write me a story, write me a poem, draw me a picture. Bitch, it is not that easy. It is so fucking hard. I wrote my first poem when I was 7. And honestly, one of my best friends, Solomon, he swears up and down that this is the best thing I've ever written. However, since then, I've only written 3 things that I would willingly read to people that are not my mom. It's wild when you are an artist, when you are an artistic person, when you have a craft. And it's not just the artistic kind of things. It's people who sew, people who, they edit things, they make videos, they work on cars, just any kind of job. You are so critical of yourself. And I hate that people are saying, well, you're good at this should be easy. Do you know how often I read my stuff and I'm like, this is nice, but it could be so much fucking better. But then other people will read it and they'll tell me that they love it, and I honest to God cannot see what they like about it. And I don't think a lot of people understand that when you are good at something, it doesn't mean that you think you're good at something. Being good at something is objective. My mom thinks I'm really good at poetry. My mom thinks that I should send in some of my poems and try to get them published. However, I read a lot of my stuff and I think, this is too depressing, this is too dark, this is too angsty, this is too sad. And I often get a lot of people who say, well, why don't you write happy things? I don't know how to. So when I get comments like that, when people say you write a lot of stuff about being hurt and being upset and being depressed, and it upsets me because I cannot physically write something that is sunshine and daisies and it not feel fake. It feels forced, and so it upsets me when people say, I wish you would write like this. Well, bitch, I wish too. However, that is not how the world works. And I hate people who, they listen to someone else's song and they're like, this is good, but I hate it. Like, okay, well, that's fine that you hate it. You don't have to tell someone that you hate their work, though, because that's very upsetting. That's hurtful. Some people have certain sounds, just like some people like certain types of movies and some people like certain type of music. It's not up to you to decide what is good just by, like, basing it off what you like. If it's not what you like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's not good. It means that this person spent a lot of time, they put a lot of work, and they put a lot of energy into making something, and you are shitting all over it. That being said, as the person, as the creator, and if you do like fan fiction or you write books and you have a beta, and a beta is like someone who, they're your secondary, they're your second in command, they edit, they tell you this is good, but this might make it better. Keep it how you want. Keep it how it is if you want, but I'm just like, this is what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you that this could make it better, but I'm not here to push you into making a decision you don't want to make. As a creator and like a secondary creator, it is up to me to decide what I think is good, but just because you think it's good does not mean that I do. I am so critical of myself. You know, everyone is their own worst critic, and there are people that can be fantastic at their jobs, but they will still hate some of the things they do. I tend to hate every piece of art that I make, and yet I still put it on my walls because I need to understand and I need to like teach myself that just because I don't see the worth in it, other people will, but that does not give anyone the right to tell you that your shit is terrible. And if people do tell you that like what you write, what you draw, what you sing, what you edit, what you create on a computer, what you make with a camera, what you do with a car, what, you know, just anything that you do, if people tell you that what you do is not good enough, they can go suck a dick, because it is not up to someone else to decide how good you are doing. It is up to you to decide how good you are doing. And if you think you're not doing good enough, then by fucking Jove, you're not doing good enough. And that doesn't mean that you're shit. It means that there is always room to improve. So I just wanted to let you guys know, because I get a lot of people telling me that they wish my work was different. They wish what I drew and what I wrote and what I sang and, you know, all this good shit was different. And I get it a lot about things that I say too. People tell me that they wish I talked different, that they wish I wasn't so loud, that I wasn't so vulgar, that I wasn't so distracting. Well, that's fine that you think that, but I personally am the only person who is allowed to judge my character, to judge my work, to judge my art, and to judge my craft. And if you have a problem with the way that I judge myself, you need to take it up with me. You don't need to go around telling people that I am depressing, that I am sad, that I am not funny, because first of all, I'm fucking hilarious. So you jot that down, bitch. I'm the funniest thing that ever walked this goddamn earth. But there's always going to be people who don't think you're good enough. And there is always going to be someone who is better than you. And I know that's so cliche, but there's always going to be someone prettier. There's always going to be someone smarter. There's always going to be someone who's better with words. There's always going to be someone who's quicker with a sharp tongue, you know? And it does not mean that you are less than them. It means that you are different. And that's fine. It is okay to be different. It's 2018 and people still forget that flaws do not make you imperfect. They make you unique. They give you a unique brand of you, of your personality that no one else on this earth has. Twins are not even the same. And if that's not uplifting, I don't know what the fuck is. Anyways, I'm so sorry. That's my like almost 10-minute rant. Peace out, guys.